Hello, welcome to Trigger Warning. We're experiencing some slight difficulties this evening with the chat on LiveLeak not refreshing. You'll have to refresh manually. Graham has gone kind of weird. He had a funny turn during Game Face. We'll talk about that after. And I've just adjusted my junk, and apparently I think I've really pulled something that I shouldn't have pulled. Apart from that, enjoy the show. Hit that shit.
It's time for Trigger Warning.
Trigger warning! Fuck your feelings, you little snowflake! Triggerwarning.tv.
It's all going so well, isn't it? A bit stressful tonight. Don't know what's happening with the LiveLeak chat. If you are in there, you can click refresh. You can leave your comments in there. It's just not auto-refreshing. Don't know why. Only noticed it just before we went on. And, of course, G.I. Joe is having a conniptic fit saying it's been fucked up for a long time. When it's worked every week, faultlessly for weeks, there's an issue. But don't worry, you can refresh, click it. Graham's going to refresh as often as he can remember, and I'll read those comments in there. We're also on triggerwarning.tv/live. I'll read the comments in there. We're on facebook.com and somewhere on youtube.com, and we'll check all those out. Hello to all you people. I'm joined this evening as ever by Mr. Showbiz himself, Graham Booth.
Hiya, you alright?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm not doing so well, man.
You've had a bit of a tricky evening, haven't you, so far?
Yeah, something bad's happened to me.
It just all went wrong, didn't it, in the middle of Game Face?
I know, yeah.
He just had like one cough, and then everything just went fucking south.
I know. I'm in survival mode until I can just get home and go, oh.
Well, with any luck, you'll be able to watch that on YouTube if he does what I recommended, which was just upload the whole show as is. Yeah. Spilled his coffee, dropped shit everywhere, poured shit all over himself. Just went wrong. I thought it was the best show yet. I really did. No, I thought it was great. Happy Dog agreed.
There was an honesty to it, at least.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Hello to everybody on the Book of Face. We're still there for now. And we're still on YouTube, but streaming through my personal channel because we're still banned for Trigger Warning. As soon as that ban on streaming is lifted, we'll probably get it again because of the dildos and things. But anyway, as soon as it's lifted, we will have a look at that. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Toronto van attack in Cell, which was a new thing to me. And I guess we're going to have to mention Bill Cosby and maybe Kanye West as well. Depends how it goes. The show will end when it ends. If Troll Central's buggered and nothing's... it's been a week. It's just been a week. It's been a shocking, difficult week. But we did manage to record the podcast on Tuesday, didn't we?
We really enjoyed it, yeah. It was good fun.
Good podcast.
So,
you can listen to
yeah.
that on triggerwarning.tv. It comes out every week, every Wednesday. The main podcast comes out. A couple of days later, the Extra Time podcast comes out, which this week was longer than the main podcast.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we can relax now.
Go team.
Yeah.
Go team, we're really nailing this.
I still didn't even get to it. My main story for the night was Antifa, and we didn't even get to it.
Didn't even get onto Antifa. It was quite embarrassing.
That was my main bulk research story for the evening.
Well, wasn't it the week before? We just got stuck on the intro.
Yeah.
We did an intro to the show, and then we just got stuck in it throughout the whole thing. It's good that we're getting more and more listeners every week. Can't complain. Who have we got in there? We've got Happy Dog in there, DIY Master Freaks, The Cup of Tea. Last Dance as well. Good to see you, dude. Apparently you're angry. Mail in. You can mail in the show. All the information's there. Live at triggerwarning.tv. And I'm guessing they'll be read out by me. Because we have no Cherry. Cherry's working time. Hope it's going well, dude. Hope you're doing well there, sir. You can tweet us at TriggerTV. And of course you can comment anywhere that works. If I miss any of the comments, Graham's going to catch some of them and put one note. I guess I'll open up my email software. 1 second. Slick as fuck tonight. It's fantastic. I think we've done so well, Graham. Done so well.
Yeah, man.
I got a tattoo this week. My first tattoo. I didn't mention it on the podcast because Happy Dog just kept saying, hey, no, go on and on about his podcast. That's how he talks. He's Spastic. I didn't mention it, but I did. I got my first. It's the first part of it. You probably can't see it very well there. It's from the Gunslinger series by Stephen King and whatever else, but it was done by Lee at Black Sea Tattoo Co. Graham's got the links. He's going to pop them up, and it was a marvellous experience, but I can't wait to get the rest of them done. I really can't. I'm very much looking forward to getting the rest of it put in there. Very happy with that. The main questions about is, does it hurt? Apparently Hayden's sound is low, but the spotty guy on mic is loud.
Yeah, that was just the opening bit, because I didn't pre-fade us both.
The spotty guy.
I know. It was the opening second. I was a little bit, yeah, but
well,
fine.
He was on it.
Well, thanks for that.
He was on it. That's it's not working.
He wasn't on it when I adjusted it correctly, though, was he? Eh?
No. Don't give a shit about that. People only know when you get it wrong. You know how it works. So Lee at Black Sea Tattoo Co. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciated the chat through it, the talk through it, working it all out with me. It's all been brilliant so far. Can't wait to get the rest done. We're going to have to do the begging first, aren't we, Graham? We've got to do the begging. Very important. Trigger warning project costs money. It does. We've been financing it out of our own pockets, my own pockets, whichever. For a while, we got the studio space, we got the software licenses, and we do rely on help from our viewers. We do have some people that donate regularly, and you people are fucking rock stars. Make no mistake. If you'd like to help out with Trigger Warning, you can do so. You can use Patreon, if you prefer, patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. You can donate directly from the front page of triggerwarning.tv. And if you don't want to donate or can't donate, because times are fucking tough, please consider just sharing our stuff around. Infecting more people, like internet herpes, like a cold sore on the face of the internet. Drippy one. Please do so. Everything like that really, really helps. And it's just greatly appreciated. But you can also go to gearpress.co.uk. There's official Live Leak merchandise. There's a couple of other sort of t-shirt companies on there now. And you can get Trigger Warning merch. All the profits from the Trigger Warning merch goes directly back into the project. Doesn't go anywhere else. And some of it's quite cool. You can get a Team Graham t-shirt. You get a Team Cherry t-shirt. And I think it's a mug with the outline of my head in it, because I've not committed to having my photo anywhere near it. And of course, there's loads of official Live Leak merchandise on there as well, including some rather fetching trainers that I quite fancy. I'll be the only person that buys those. Oh shit, I've got Graham's cough. You fucking infected me. You fucking leper.
What, just now? That
what
instantly?
Have you done?
Well, if it has gone into you and gestated that quickly, then we're talking zombie plague times, really, aren't we?
Something terrible. I don't want to die of that. What have you done? Listen. Oh, you vile, vile person. Yes, Equix chat is fucked. We did mention that several times during the show so far. There seems to be a problem with the refresh on Live Leak chat. It's worked perfect the last few weeks. There's a problem there. Just keep hitting refresh, but then you can't watch the show. If you keep hitting refresh.
Yeah, they're going to have it open on another window. They're going to have to have a show window and a chat window if they want to do it that way.
Sorry, guys. I am sorry about that. Zero G. Can you just mooch? Yeah, there's no obligation to do fuck all. There's no obligation to do fuck all. Pay, donate, don't donate, watch, consume, whatever you want. There's no rules. If the money runs out, it stops. But well, it's looking okay. But yeah, there's no obligation to do fucking anything. We're not entitled to your money just because we put a couple of shows and podcasts on. On a radio station and a website, all these things. You've got a big broadcast coming up this weekend, haven't you, Graham?
Yeah, I'm going to be live on Cogent Radio for, 7 hours? 7.5 hours. 8 hours. We're going to be doing a live broadcast on Cogent Radio from 3:30 till 11:30 p.m. So, yeah, join us. It's going to be chiptune and then me just chatting shit. I have every intention to not be appropriate. I'm not a pundit. Good. I'm going to do my very best to get people at their most drunk or whatever.
Are you going to let people see the real you?
Why you stop saying that?
I can't.
Because you say it. It's like when you hear a bad noise in the next room, your imagination makes it so much worse than it actually is. And when you say it with that, the real you, then people just fill it in the worst possible ways.
I don't even think they get close to the depths of fucking depravity you're capable of. I don't think they get anywhere near it. I'm going to be honest with you. You know? Let's have a look here. We got someone complaining here. Instead of blowing hot air and pimping LiveLeak shit, fix LiveLeak.
Oh, that's the 30, isn't it?
Yeah, 3830.
3830.
Who says donate for what? Shit content, unlike the pure gold you're pouring out in chat there, dude, yeah? Fix LiveLeak works. LiveLeak works just fine. There's things being added, things being rectified. It works. It does what it's intended to do. But do feel free, dude, by the way. Feel free, because this isn't LiveLeak now. This is trigger warning. It's my personal stuff, so I'm going to speak to you as an equal. Not that you're my equal, obviously, you're vastly fucking inferior. Send me a link to your fucking website, dude. Show me how it's done. Teach me a lesson, bitch. Show us. Come on. Don't just sit there bitching at me, telling me what I should do. Show me what you do. I mean, granted, I'm not sure I want to see a video of you showing me how well you suck cock for a living, but put it up there. Be proud. Be proud of it. Fucking whiny cunt. Fucking hell. Someone said why it is a mess. Don't go there. Log out. It's not LiveLeak show this, dude. Straight one. I don't give a fuck what you do. You know, I love the members that give me shit. I love the ones that get on with us. An anonymous whiny fucking prick, fucking shit weasel in trigger warning chat. Nah, mate. I don't give a fuck about you. Don't know who you are. Man up. Get on camera. Next week, we'll set Skype on. Come on and educate me. Tell me what to do, dude. Tell me what to do. That'd be great. Branzin. Hello, brat. How you doing, fella? Are you guys really baiting with money issues, guys? Really battling? We're not battling, no. But, you know, we've got studio space, expensive equipment, hosting fees, all this shit. I'll pay for it forever. It's fine. But, you know, we're just saying if people want to help, they can. This isn't LiveLeak. Like, this isn't a LiveLeak thing. It's my thing. So, you know. People, why do people always make you guilty for asking for money? You know, it's not like I'm saying you've got to give money or we'll die. You know, it's just if you'd like to help, help. If you don't, don't. If you just want the free stuff, have it for free.
See, you know? the problem is, I've been talking about this, the problem is you don't get banned from anywhere. You know, like Owen Benjamin gets banned off YouTube and Twitter. He's now
I got a 12-hour suspension on Twitter
last
week.
But he's been fully banned, and he's pulling in 10k a month in donations now.
He's probably better at this than I am.
6k of which is daily direct donations. So it's not even getting a crop or anything. So, but who's going to ban you though? You can't be banned because you own the website. So.
I've just seen a comment in here. Who made the design from the LiveLeak merch? Looks disgusting. I mean, I would buy some shit, but it looks disgusting. It's the logo on the website that you hang out on all the time bitching about, dude. I don't know. It's the logo. What would you like the LiveLeak merchandise to be? Something more to your tastes. Because after all, it is all about you. It's all about you. By which I mean, nothing is about you. Dude, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's all good. It's not obligatory. It's just there for people that would like it. And some people have. Some people haven't. We did get a nice review from ECAT this evening, though, which is nice. You have had all that shit for a year. Why sell LiveLeak items on trigger warning, then? I said there's LiveLeak items in the store that we use. This is 38. It's got to be G.I. Joe or some spastic like that, hasn't it? Can we get usernames to come up? On what? If you mean trigger warning, join! It's not LiveLeak, dude. It doesn't run off LiveLeak. If you want your username, come up, join. That's got to be G.I. Joe, hasn't it?
I'm guessing so.
He's the only one that pathologically whines to that extent that he prolapses every fucking show.
He's the only one that has you using the word pathological at any point.
Pathological. I think he's got some problems. I think he's actually got some problems.
We've got the Team Graham crew on the YouTube tonight.
Yeah, all the good people.
The YouTube chat is Team Graham. We've got great. Bob Stew's glad that I'm alive.
He still is alive.
His prayers to Satan words. It's going down again though, isn't it? How's Graham going to do anything? He can't talk without coughing. I know, yeah. 8-hour broadcast. It's going to get weird.
You're going to have to man up.
Well, everyone's been telling me Jägermeister. I think I'm going to honour that. A non-triggerist 3813's moaning, saying it won't let him log in.
The website knows.
Trigger TV, the Twitter's been tagged in a bit of an argument with Richie Allen at the moment, but I don't think that's anything to do with us.
Oh, I'll deal with that later. I'll get started Barney, one of his viewers, listeners.
Lovely Alice has said hello on Facebook as well. And the hearts have overtaken the likes before we've even mentioned it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we got more hearts than anything. We got Raggy, it's Cherry in it. And then we got Kat, we got Alice, Dave, Lynn, and Natalie. Lots of ladies again on the Facebook.
Rocking it.
Nice. And Nick says good evening as well. There you go.
Oh, good evening. Someone's just asked, is Cherry at English night class again?
Yeah, so I quite like that.
What are they trying to say? Listen, he's a graduate of the Royal Shakespeare Company. He speaks English perfectly. Friction still, everything sucks. Everything does suck, believe me. Not least of all people that just whine incessantly. No, there isn't Skype, Aphidlip. I've just not set it up. I've just not had time. Are you doing a show tonight? Let us know. We'll give it a bit of a plug for you. Let's have a look. The Art of Asking Vid Watch It. I don't know what that is. I probably missed something on there anyway. Somebody else complaining there's too many people on triggerwarning.tv, won't let them log in. Sorry about that, it's not meant to handle any sort of traffic really. G.I. Joe threatened to delete all history of him off the internet. Poor sausage. Yeah, I kind of feel bad because he hints all the time that he's someone well known, but no one ever asks. And I feel kind of bad. I feel like I should ask just so he feels a bit more vindicated, but I don't care. I don't take that the wrong way. I'm sure you're a wonderful human being. But he is. Do you know what? He's actually all right. He's actually away from. Once he's not in the limelight, he's actually a cool dude. He's all right.
Yeah, it's just,
let him near a webcam.
Yeah, it's
retard.
It's one of them, innit? If somebody's coming at you, giving you shit for the entire show, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna give him shit back, aren't you? It's not.
He knows it. Oh, that's nice. And on Triggerist 3829 says, I hope Graham doesn't cough and shit himself at the same time. Lol.
I think we're not far off that, to be honest.
Oh. Why did we get rid of Skype? That's got to be G.I. Joe. Do you know why? Because you kept fucking calling in and spoiling it for everybody with your tinfoil fucking hat. That's why. I just didn't plug it in today. Graham's got enough to deal with over there, and I can't run it from over here. So he's just got enough to deal with it. Sup poll tax Dodgers. Poll tax ended about 20 years ago. Snackaholic, glad you like it, dude. Get one. I think Bram bought one, didn't he? Bram bought a Trigger Warning coffee cup. Or one of them. I don't know which one. I think he bought one of them.
Have we seen this? We've got some criticism, some critique of me from he was asking earlier for you to argue for and against, but not game related. I specified several times game related, but no. Bless him.
Oh,
it's probably
we got another one aimed at you here. It's from an on-triggerist 3820. And he says, "Love you long time, gentlemans. Can you please tell G he is better on the desk? He laughs too much on the Game Face show. And can I ask, what is the point of the Game Face show? He was asking earlier for things to argue for or against, but not game related. So what the fuck?"
It's like, alright.
Apart from, there's one word that's wrong in there.
Go on.
Not. So it's a similar one. You've obviously said it somewhere else, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's that one word. Not. Did you ask for things not to be game related?
I specified game related. Things were going on.
You definitely said not game related.
Did I? Don't fuck with me right now.
If I say it enough, you'll believe me.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of advice. People, I am going to get on the honey, by the way.
I've got a lot of people pissing and whining about something I can't do anything about while we're on here now. You know? Can we not even see the chat? I can see it. Friction, of course we react to the feast. What this show's all about. Getting shit, giving shit, talking shit, hanging out. It's not like a fucking round table, one of them po-faced cunts from one of them proper websites. Talking about healing. We feel the need to heal everybody through our website. We want to bring everybody together and heal them. We don't. We want to fucking hurt them. We want to hurt them and give them scabs and diseases they carry with them for the rest of their natural lives. Right, we better get on to some things. It's 20 past and I've already had enough. Alec Minassian. There's a name. He's the guy that drove his van through a lot of people in Toronto, killing quite a few of them. Alec Minassian. There's a few things about Mr. Minassian. That's a good one. I like that black screen. It's all gone off.
I just hit refresh, man.
It's just gone. Anyway, Alec Minassian drove his van through some people in Toronto. Now, it was quite interesting how many people were desperate for this guy to be a Muslim. Before we get to what was actually really grotesque about him, as well as the murder, that's bad, the murders. InfoWars. 3 days ago, this is when it happened. Identity released of Islamic man who used truck to kill 10. InfoWars. Toronto truck attacker has Middle Eastern name. I've definitely got your fucking lurgy. Muslim man attempts suicide by cop. Paul Joseph Watson. Alex's fuck monkey. He was posting about him being a jihadist. Oh, they were desperate. Desperate for him to be a Muslim. Turns out he wasn't religious at all. No. So, people on the right were desperate for it to be a Muslim. And as soon as it turned out not to be a Muslim, how can you complain about Trudeau then? How can you? What can you say? It's all done. So they kind of lost interest. Turns out, might not have been a Muslim, but he's what's known as an incel. I didn't know what this was. I-N-C-E-L. What the fuck is an incel? I did not know. I had to look it up. And after I did, I wanted to have a shower in bleach. Turns out that men who can't get laid, some of you will sympathise with that, they get together on the internet and call themselves involuntarily celibate. Or, as it used to be known, can't get laid. It's usually the perpetual state of most males till they're 16, 17, 18. Can't get laid. People that go further, yeah, well, you might have problems, you might be shy, you might just have a fucking hair lip, whatever it is. 6 toes on your fucking hands, whatever. These guys say it's like, well, because I'm ugly, no woman will sleep with me, and they should. That's what they're like. Genuine misogyny, not just being accused of it because you make a joke about someone making you a sandwich or hairy armpit mustachio lesbians on Twitter. No. These guys are the real deal. They fucking hate women, but they're desperate to fuck them. But they think women should just throw them the pity fucks on demand. They think that. They honestly believe they should just fuck us. It should be alright. Just because we're ugly, they should fuck us. They're just not fucking us because we're not Chads. Apparently, guys that get laid are called Chads, and women are Stacys. I don't know why Chad and Stacey. I'm sure someone can possibly explain that to me in here. I just don't know who. So these incel guys, they one of their big Reddit things has been banned because it was just this has led to 2 murders now, 2 mass murders because of these fucking pricks, these hateful, worthless pieces of shit. Incel. It's always somebody else's fault. Women should just want to fuck them because that is their right. It never seems to occur to them that perhaps if they weren't such hateful, worthless cunts, they might get a bit of pussy. I don't know why the doors are rattling in here. That was quite creepy. Didn't lock my car, did I?
We'll be right back, guys. Don't worry. Hayden's just doing something important. Finally. It's been a fun evening. Thanks everyone for sending me your get well soon messages. I've really appreciated it tonight. Oh, here we go.
I've only just run off on the stream. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I noticed some people going, Hayden's talking about himself. I'm not a sex machine like G.I. Joe, obviously, who's probably pounded the shit out of a lot of hookers in his time. Cheap ones, sores, crack habits, AIDS. Yeah, so that's this whole movement that's in there, these worthless pieces of shit, the most dreadful, dreadful human beings. And they've coalesced to the point that they're murdering people. Murdering people because they're not getting laid. Couldn't they just have a whip round and get a hooker? Like G.I. Joe. Not saying G.I. Joe is a hateful person towards women or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that perhaps he can't get laid much. But yeah, maybe that's the meds. I don't know. But I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying that about friction. But no one else. And could we refresh that? It's 5 minutes old. Good, thank you. Thank you very much. Just noticed there, and on Trigger's 3824, they should all be furries and have fun. Yeah, they're creepy motherfuckers, aren't they? G.I. Joe says, oh, have never paid for sex in my life, unlike you, Mr. H. Dude, I've been with like the same woman for 20 odd years. I don't have to pay for sex. You do. We know you do. Because there's no way those young guys are going to go for you without the money. We know that. Come on. Apparently, my sound guy looks like an incel. You've no idea. He's like the opposite of an incel. He's a machine.
They're gonna, when they catch me, they're gonna make up a new term. That's what it'll be.
It should be cell.
One of them Grahams.
You've definitely done it once because you got a kid.
Yeah.
And it's definitely his kid. She is.
100%.
100%.
It's a bit too much of my blood.
No getting around that one. No getting around that one. Yeah, someone's laughing because I left my car unlocked. It's true, I did. But you know what the worst part of it is? We've been outside moving around 4 or 5 times and must lock the car. Graham, will you remind me to lock my car? Yeah, I'll remind you to lock your car. None of us lock the fucking car. At least I shut the gates. That's something. I don't usually remember to do that. Yeah, so a whole movement on the internet leading to murder and death and destruction. Someone's asked if it's a G.I. Joe show. Low-hanging fruit, dude. I'll always go for the low-hanging fruit first.
Zero G came in with, when you started on this, said, Trudeau is a big fag, but specifically a question. Trudeau's a big fag? So I think he wants you to answer that.
Zero G says, married, been paying since the minute I said I do. Probably not specifically for sex. There's probably just think, you just paying her to fucking pull what you do. He's the one that likes poking dead animals in the eyes.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Top bloke. Apart from that,
Crimson Zuckerbuzz love. Crimson Zuckerbuzz said love the Alex impression, Hayden. There's a lot of fans for that. And
well, someone's just told me in here that Paul Joseph Watson speaks the truth.
Occasionally
he hits on it, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the time he just whinges about fucking Muslims or Germany's fucking the things we all know. The things we all know, but he's got to keep ramping it up because they want to sell some sex pills. At least I'm honest and come out and go, shit, we could do with some money kicking in just to keep it rolling, guys. We don't tell you we are the resistance. Resisting what? A diet? No, fuck that. We're not the resistance. We're a bunch of assholes that like to talk about whatever we want to talk about and have you doing the same and perhaps have some fun doing it. I'm not selling you pills to make you taller or a pill to make you smaller. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not selling you anything to put lead in your pencil, although it has been scientifically proven by experts that watching Trigger Warning will make you a more virile man or woman. That's right, innit, Graham? All the men are hard and all the women have wide-ons. Every time you watch Trigger Warning. I thought that one would get you. I got the old double take there. Yeah, ECAT's telling G.I. Joe, you claim to be world famous. Reveal. Who are you? He's not world famous. It's not Gene Simmons. We thought it might be for a while, didn't we, Greg? We thought it might be Gene Simmons. It's not Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
And we can't think of anyone more famous. But yeah, ECAT said nice things about the merch earlier. Hayden, just sell Super Male Vitality. You use it daily. Yeah. It's Graham's fault. Just like when Trigger Warning went down, that was Graham's fault too.
What?
I don't know. It's all your fault.
Yeah, fair enough.
Something will have just been changed on the back end. It's just gone tits.
You know, do these people not get it yet that I have like nothing to do
No,
with
someone had a go at you on the site for something that happened to him years ago with a mod, and he's I think he's called Slippery Pickle. He's got real fucking, he gets emotional. Dude gets so emotional. He's like on a period 24/7, this guy. And he had a fallout with a mod, and everything was blamed on this mod, but he decided he knew who the mod was, said it was my wife for a while. Graham, you've met my wife. If she had the ability to ban people on liveleak.com, how many people would I have left?
Well, to be honest, I don't think she'd even give a fuck about even
exactly. There'd be all of them or fucking none of them.
Yeah. She'd either just be a blanket or just switch that shit off then, yeah. Or she wouldn't even bother. She's like, no.
She don't go on Liveleak. She's not interested.
She's above all this nonsense.
But yeah, so this guy started having a go at you, apparently. He told me to apologise to you. I'm like, dude, why are you having a go at Graham? He's got fuck all to do with Liveleak.
I just come here and twiddle the knobs.
We met because we were at Fab Radio, didn't we? He was doing Game Face show. I went in to do a show on Fab Radio. Got chatting, so hang out, we do this. Fell in love, got married, did all those things. And now we're an old couple. It's gone very well. We're going to adopt soon.
We're going to have a black baby.
Where the fuck did that come from? Are we going to get one from Africa?
Well, I don't know.
Madonna did, didn't she? She collects them.
I just want everyone in the park to know what a good person I am. With my white and my black baby.
See if the mums talk to you then.
Yeah, well that's all it is. I just want the mums to finally talk to me, yeah.
You should just tell everyone and then he left me. Skirting close to the racist territory there.
The only time that the mums talk to me is when I've given off the vibe as if I'm like alone with, like I'm divorced or she died or something. That's the only time the mums ever talk to me.
Not that you would ever do this, but I reckon if you wanted to cheat and you still got a kid that's under the age of 4, just wear a t-shirt saying my wife died.
Yeah, just
bang, you constant, it never stop. It just work out. Apparently Bill Cosby's guilty. Don't know any more than that, not had time to look through it. Apparently he's been found guilty on all counts, been told a couple of times in chat, been told he's popped up here and there. So Bill is definitely a rapey druggerist person, I guess. What was it? He used to drug him and rape him, or did he just put his fingers in him?
No, I think there was some medical stuff used at some point.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to drug them.
Oh,
after he drug them, was it a proper rape or was it the fingers? But not that I'm saying it's okay.
I can't remember, to be honest. I'm sorry.
But there is a distinction. Waking up to find Bill Cosby giving you 2. It's probably not as bad to find Bill Cosby humping you with his face right here. But apparently he's guilty. Guilty on all fucking counts. So there you go. Bill Cosby. Dirty bastard, apparently. Proper dirty bastard. Not got much more to say about that, really, if I'm honest.
That's a shame, because I've only just got the bloody...
I'm sorry.
There we go.
I'm not sure who a virtue signaler is. I don't know if it's someone we spoke about or if you mean me. I'm probably not very good at virtue signalling, if I'm honest. I tend not to be great at that sort of thing. What you're blabbering about? It's in English, dude, you fucking moron. If you don't understand, I'm not going to explain it to you. Ask someone else to write it out in fucking crayon for you. What you're blabbering about. There, it's there. That's what we're blabbering about. Saying Bill Cosby put his fingers in people after drugging them. Paul Joseph Watson talks a lot of shit. Alex Jones has got a really sexy voice. And Alec Minassian, the Toronto van murderer, truck murderer, I guess if you're American you might call them trucks. What do you call them? Vans? I don't know. We call them Vans. It turns out he's probably not a Muslim, which disappointed a great many people, but he is an incel, which led a great many people to look at incels and just wrinkle their noses in disgust. Bet they smell as well, incels, Graham. Bet they smell of stale cum and tears and Cheetos.
I've got to wonder about these people, because obviously they put on the public thing about, oh, you know, involuntary celibate and stuff, but I mean, I know some people who aren't like traditionally attractive. I know some people who are like aren't very nice people or whatever. And it's generally been in my experience that there's someone for everyone. Everyone can get laid. It's not like a hard thing to do, really. You know, like, and so I'm just thinking, how big an arsehole are these people?
A few hundred people watch this channel going, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like, no, I mean, I know some kind of pretty ugly people that don't, they're not lacking for sex.
No,
it's not like.
Do you know why they can't get laid? Because they're so fucking bitter and hateful.
That's
all it is.
Yeah, you've got to think how.
No one's going to find you. No one's going to want to spend time with you if you're this bitter, vindictive person that hates the sex that you are and demands you fuck them because it's their right as a man to have the sex. That's what puts people off them. You know, what else would it take? Someone said, did you hear about the it's a non-triggerist 3815? Did you hear about the toxicology related to Prince? Only took 2 years. It was the same stuff as Jacko. Anesthetic. Is that what did Prince in as well?
I don't know, but it was dodgy. It wasn't prescribed. It was.
Why are these pop stars so in desperate need of sleepy time?
Well, for him, it was his heels, wasn't it? Because he was always in heels, and it wrecked his spine and his knees and everything. Because I mean, you see him the way he danced. Oh,
he was only little, wasn't he? He didn't like being little.
He was little, but he was
short
loud.
man syndrome.
Yeah, the best form of short man syndrome ever.
But dead.
Yeah,
can't be that good.
Yeah.
Can't have been all that if he fucking died because he wore high heels. Ladies wear them all their lives and fail to die of anaesthetic.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily on stage every night doing jumping splits and stuff in them, are they?
Might be.
But yeah, we're all the architects of our own destruction, and he very much was.
I thought he was shit anyway.
He's mad.
Not Iron Maiden, is he? Was he?
No.
Exactly, so he's shit. If you'd like to get in touch, we'd love to hear from you live at triggerwarning.tv. At Trigger, I love saying shit like just shutting it down. At Triggered TV on Twitter. You can catch us on Facebook, on Twitter, as I've said. Triggerwarning.tv/live. And liveleak.com, where the chat's not refreshing and people are very upset about it. And I understand. I do understand. Let's have a look in here. Just make sure there have been no... Oh, we have had a couple of emails already. Hello, Hayden and Grambo.
Oh.
A few quick questions. Is the whole trigger warning thing yours? And does it have an area for videos like LiveLeak? No, it's not a video sharing website. It's not a new LiveLeak, so no, it doesn't. It is my site. But
going in competition.
Yeah, I'm a part of LiveLeak. No, there's no competition with Live. Plus, come on, LiveLeak's a fucking juggernaut. All the video stuff on there is going to be powered by LiveLeak pretty soon, though. No, it's not a video sharing site.
You know, when people are always threatening, and they do, don't they? They go, well, you know, go make your own site then. And some of them do, but they're just shit. I've seen it. But imagine you getting home and thinking, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that too. I'm going to make my own fucking
But
site.
I think they should. I just don't spam us when you do it.
Yeah.
You know, go make a site. Fucking, I wish you all the best. If I can help you, I probably will. But just don't spam the site. That's the only thing. Someone says, does it have an area for investing for points or a percent? I've got to be honest, it doesn't. It's never occurred to me that it'll ever have any value, if I'm honest. Trigger warning? I don't know. Just sell shares in trigger warning. What happens when you used all the shares up? Do I have to make a Bitcoin then? How do I make a Bitcoin? Graham! Google! Let us Google. It's never occurred to me, dude. I've never thought of trigger warning as being anything other than a fun thing for everybody to hang out on. I've never thought of it as a business. I kind of run everything like one because you have to, or you run out of cash really quick, or you don't notice what's going on. But there's trigger warning, there's Cogent Radio, there's going to be Cogent Nation coming on the back of that. There's, all these bits and pieces that we're trying to put together, but we've never thought about selling shares in it. I'd feel bad because I don't foresee that it's going to make a lot of money. I don't even put ads on the site or the Cogent Radio app or anything else. So you need massive fucking traffic for advertising anyway, and we're not anywhere near that on Trigger Warning. I've never thought of it like that though. Just there's a couple of points, but what? I don't know. It feels like taking money. At least if you're saying, look, just help us keep going, they know what they're getting for the money. Or if you join this annual membership, you get this limited edition thing. You know what you're getting. Points in something so tenuous, I'd feel kind of bad, like I was taking money off people on the false pretenses. That'd be uncomfortable. I don't even like putting stuff behind a paywall. So
No, we're not fans of that. Bob Stew has got a very clear. This isn't a thing. He's asked if you'll be his new daddy.
No.
Okay.
Got one kid, that'll do.
All right.
That's plenty. Until we adopt, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a different thing. We're not adopting you, Bob. Although we might. Is he black?
I don't know. I don't tend to give a shit about the colour of people. So it's just.
I was just no, because you said you wanted a black baby.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
it's not a normal question I ask about people that call in.
I'm not.
Is he black?
Is he black?
That's not what I do. But you distinctly said you wanted a black baby.
I know I did.
I know why you said that. You want to throw people off the trail.
I
get it. You want people to think you're a nicer person. Yeah, I understand. It's fine.
It was contextually funny in that exact moment in time.
Massive racist. Friction is again. It's really not the Live Leak show, dude. So I don't. But he says you're a great face to this site. Is that a compliment or is that a really horrible thing to say? But it's kind of weird not to know who is behind everything, especially after all this chain. You've no need to know who anybody else is. They don't want anybody else to know. So I drew that straw. I'm here. It's nobody's business. So when people ask me, how much money do you make? Oh, the fuck's it got to do with you? So no, it'll have to be kind of weird. Dale Winton died because he could not get the D, says Crumplezone. Might be true. I said my wife called suicide straight away. She went, suicide. Obviously I went, AIDS! Because that's my default thing. We got an email from Raging Ball 83. How you doing, dude? Our very own boxing fucking hero. Let me right fucking down you. The money I invested in you. At least it all went to charity. He says he lost. Been 2 years now, so I can't let it go. Evening, guys. I was just wondering what you think about the situation with baby Alfie Evans. Personally, I don't understand why the parents can't do what they think is best when the doctors can't even diagnose him. We did talk about that on the podcast, didn't we? If you go and listen to the podcast, you can hear pretty much what we thought. It's very complicated because it's now being painted as a social medicine issue, and it's not. It's getting taken out of context for everybody's argument. You got all these politicians and fucking Catholic Church doing a spot of grandstanding. The kid has a degenerative brain disease. His brain is turning into fucking water. It's not been fully diagnosed. The doctors are saying we can't do anything, it's best to let him go. Now, 9 times out of 10, and this happens all around the world, even with private healthcare, though I'm sure in the States it's not even thought about until the insurance has run out and the house has been repossessed. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, 20, yeah, whatever, 99%. There's an agreement between the parents and the doctors of, okay, look, we'll let him go. And I get it, you know, sometimes it's like, they're not coming back. We can't do anything. Maybe it's best to let them go. However, that makes it sound a little more peaceful than it actually is. Because number one, all they do, they switch off the life support and they withdraw feeding and medicine. That doesn't sound good. Even if the child isn't aware, I can't think of a time when I could tolerate a child being thirsty or hungry. I just can't. And also, my personal take is that if the doctors here are convinced this child is going to die, where's the harm in letting his parents take him and trying? It's not going to hurt him more. Because they can't say that all these tubes and that give him pain, but then turn around and say he's at a point where he can't feel, sense, or anything anyway. Doesn't work. So, my take, it's their child. They're not intentionally doing harm to the child. The state should only step in where there's a clear and present danger of a child being harmed. I don't see that this would harm him. However, we can't just discount doctors' opinions because we don't like them. And none of us are doctors. Well, some of you might be, I don't know. Certainly we're not doctors. We don't know the ins and outs of this or the accuracy of it. But at the end of it, if the parent's only trying to do a good thing, the child's going to die anyway. It can't cause him distress because of the degenerative nature of his disease. I don't see how they can refuse to allow them to take their own child for treatment. And then, as I said on the podcast, they're sentencing those parents. They're already, for the rest of their lives, going to have a dead child on the soul, you know. They're also sentencing them to spend the rest of their lives knowing, even though it's not true, but knowing that they didn't do everything. You know, they didn't do everything. And that's my big issue with that. He also says, also seeing what happened with Count Dankula and the girl who said nigger on Instagram. Do you think the government needs to be drastically reined in? Because I do. Yes. I've been trying to get Count Dankula on, actually. Super Res for me says at least Americans can choose. Of course you can't, Pickle. You keep telling yourself that. Of course. Yeah. It's much better. Your healthcare system's so much better now. As you keep telling yourself that. And get a nice little snug MAGA hat. Stop your fucking brains leaking out your cunt in ears. Jesus wept. At least we get a choice. Ignorance. Cypher this says, cheers, and Creepy Cosby's guilty. Guilty, I tell you. What is this world coming to? That was a rhetorical question, of course. And there's a picture of Bill Cosby with I love pudding. Which I don't understand because it says Jello instant pudding. I mean, that is your pudding. But I didn't know you called jelly pudding. I don't know. Let's have a look here. My bro is getting his first tomorrow probably, and there's a lot of insecure about the child's health. It's nearly 1 month too early, and it'll be started by the doctors for safety reasons. Thing is, you got to remember, most of these doctors, the overwhelming majority, put up with brutal conditions and have to make choices that live with them for the rest of their lives too. Because they've devoted their lives to helping others. You know, we have to try and keep that in mind when all the paranoia and the propaganda pours in about socialised healthcare and doctors being evil and big pharma, and there are a lot of people in medical science that devote their entire lives to improving the lives of others, and sometimes to considering how to best let them have the end of their life. Big problem for me there is, of course, euthanasia is legal. That should be a choice as well, in my opinion. But a lot of the conspiracy guys say it's a long, slippery slope down to fucking wherever. But yeah, I definitely, he needs to be helped. But it's all in the podcast. I think we covered most of that in the podcast altogether.
Stevens said they won't let him go to Italy as the doctors will look like idiots if they saved him.
It's possible. But you know what? I don't know. All I know is he should be allowed to go, but these medical professionals agree, and that's why there's a court case. HTTR24 says, socialist knuckleheads are terrified of choice. They need the government to decide. More deep thinking from a fucking another MAGA twat with a gun there. I fucking love that. Socialism is stupid. It's only socialist healthcare. It's not a socialist country. If you think Britain is a socialist country, you are so politically naive, it makes me cry tears of sadness for your stupidity. Britain is a long way from a socialist country. No single political ideology works. Socialism doesn't work. It's fucking stupid. Communism doesn't work. Capitalism doesn't work. Capitalism tempered by socialism works very well. You have a lot of that in the States, not enough with your healthcare, because you've been brought up to think, greed is good, fucking pay your way, fuck everybody. Afford your insurance or don't get fucking hurt. And I'm of the opinion that if you invest in your society, in healthcare and education, and caring for those that can't care for themselves, you're making an investment in your country for the future. But I'm sure you're absolutely right, given that healthcare is becoming ever more affordable in the United States and your education rates are soaring. MAGA. You're in the same shit we're in, you just spend a little more on it. But it's your right to believe as you wish, dude. It's your life. If you want to get fucked by insurance companies, that's your call. We've got one here from Pete. He says, good evening, gentlemen. Glad to see you feeling better, Graham. Graham sounds very spaced out to fuck.
No, I'm really not here.
So I'm trying not to land too much shit on you, because I can tell you're just not with us. Hayden, with the royal wedding approaching, what are your thoughts on the monarchy? Do you think the UK will become a republic when the Queen kicks the bucket? Thanks, lads. Really enjoy the show, Pete. Cheers, Pete. Do I think we'll become a republic? No, sadly, no. What do I think of the monarchy? Not a lot. I don't believe we should still have kings and fucking queens like it's fucking Game of Thrones. No, I think we should do away with them. I am not a monarchist. I am a long way from being a monarchist. Friction says euthanasia for everyone. But surely with care, so healthy young doesn't do it in depression and such. I agree, there have to be limits on your sound mind, but also don't Dignitas allow you to check out if you're just tired of life? I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's depressed people every year check out.
I don't know.
I suppose the thinking is better they check out at Dignitas than with the razor blade at home.
Yeah, I mean, there is the cold thing of the fact that there's just too many people on this earth, and if someone really doesn't want to be here, then, especially if they're old and ill or whatever, then just let them go. But in terms
G.I. Joe's got a question.
Go on.
If the UK is not a socialist, then why have you not Brexited yet? I'm not entirely sure what that has to do with anything, but I'm sure in your mind it makes sense. So the only answer I can give is yes. I can't answer any other way to G.I. Joe. Merkel can suck on my nads. Actually, I don't know if she'd be up for that, Terry. You'd have to email her and ask that. Have you ever been to the US? New York and LA don't count. I have. I've only been to the States a couple of times. Not been to New York or LA. Been to Florida and Vegas. Spent 2 weeks in Vegas. That was tremendous. But yeah, I'd like to go back one day. It's not on the cards at the moment. Got the kid, got the dogs, got the cats, got fucking all sorts. But yeah, I'll make it. You've travelled quite extensively in the States, haven't you?
I've been to New York and LA and plenty of places in between. Yeah. But I don't know why New York and LA doesn't count. I hated New York. I couldn't stand it. Bad experience. I just hated it. But it's still America. You can't just like it or not like it.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Got an email from Aphidley, who's still not told me if he's doing a show later, actually. Yeah. He says there is a school here in the States that is now forbidding children from calling each other best friends. The feeling is that this leaves out other students. Why do I feel I am the only one that feels the far left and the far right are fucking idiots and moving further apart? They are. We've dealt with this on quite a few podcasts. The polarization is getting fucking ridiculous. That's why you have to have polarized like HTTR24, who will see nothing negative about, pure fucking capitalist, right, sort of conservative lifestyle. He can't actually take criticism of any of it. Over on the flip side, when you get these fucking insane leftists that want to control every fucking thing you do in your life, it's the same with them. And all that's happening is people are just getting pushed further and further. And we went into this, how social media's played a part in that and the algorithms and everything like that. I went off my head on it on French TV the other day and got, probably I'll end up on the cutting room floor. I went in far too deeply on that. And the centralisation of the net and how you can see the effect it's having on people. First Archangel says Cuba has free healthcare and the USA does not. Very odd.
I don't understand the point.
I'm not sure about that one. Lord Spliffington II says, leave the monarchy alone. We are simply marvellous, Pip. Don't worry. My opinion will have no impact on the monarchy whatsoever. Nobody gives a fuck about what I say, let's be honest. Oh, Christ, we're getting near the end of the show already. Kanye West is a Trump supporter. People on the left shit the bed, swore they'd never buy another one of his records. This shit drives me crazy. Right? If you like an artist, do you not just like their music? What does their personal politics have to do with it? Especially when it's something as insipid as whether he's a Republican or a Democrat. You know? Why does that prevent you from listening to someone's music? I don't like Kanye West's music. But no matter what he said his political beliefs were, it wouldn't change my opinion on that. It just doesn't appeal to me. I don't like rap music at all. So it would mean nothing. Apart from Everlast, he was good. Totally random piece of information that was completely useless to this point, but still, it's there. And it really confuses me when people are like that. Oh, you like Trump? Well, I can't possibly ever listen to anything you've done again. Like Yngwie Malmsteen. People go on about the guitarist, all going, if you play fast, you got no soul. All that fucking mental masturbation bullshit. But some people say, yeah, you know, he's all right, but he's such a dick. What does it matter? You're not going to be the friend. I don't want rock stars to be my mate. I want them to be rock stars. You know? That's what I want to be. I want to be up there.
As long as they're not kiddie fiddling, then it gives a shit what side of the, you know.
And that hasn't stopped you listening to Gary Glitter records, has it?
I fucking love them, man. Two drum sets they had. Come on.
I own a guitar that was used and a band member of Shane Ritchie's Gary Glitter tribute act. I didn't know that till after I'd bought it. Apparently they rented it. It wouldn't have stopped me buying it, but...
See, in terms of Kanye, I think part of the issue is he's rejected the American left because an issue with the American left at the moment is unless you agree with everything, you're out. You know,
it's just dreadful.
And it's that thing of like you have to be perfect, you have to be, and nobody is, and that's the thing, and it's just so fucking hard that in terms of American politics, you end up on the right, even if it's just a smidge on the right, and then it's like, right, oh, Kanye likes Candice, right, he's cancelled now, and it's like, well, you're just kind of showing us that you're demonstrating it exactly.
Of course, HTTR24 says liberty brings happiness, simple as that. If that's the case, why are so many people on your side of the fence so fucking angry and snowflakey all the time? Any criticism whatsoever of any aspect of that political construct just sends you into fucking proxies. You get angry and freaking out and... Dude, do you know what brings you happiness? Contentment. I'm content knowing that I can pay a portion of what I earn that helps cover healthcare for everyone. It's not perfect. I can still have private healthcare if I want. I have that option. I'm quite happy with that because the National Health Service, in my experience, and in the overwhelming percentage of experiences of most people that have used the service, has been good to outstanding. Sometimes you got to wait, sometimes you don't have to wait, sometimes you don't like a doctor, sometimes you do. But overall, it's been fucking brilliant. Contentment brings happiness. Our system works for us. Your system works for you, that's fine. I think it's cruel. I had to sit here and watch Icky Jim dying a painful fucking death on Live League because his insurance company were pumping him when he had terminal cancer. They were being pricks because, you know, he didn't dot his I's and cross his T's. They fucking watched him die in pain. And, you know, others said, well, you should have taken care of your insurance. That's a problem for me. No one should lose their home because they get cancer. You know, no one should get hurt because they get cancer. No one should starve to death because they can't work anymore. A little bit of socialism goes a long way. But, you know, whatever you want, dude, like I say. Everyone's got their own beliefs, I guess. I just live in a world where everyone should be entitled to an education. Everyone should be entitled to healthcare. Everyone should be entitled to a hand when they're down. And that doesn't mean you should be able to just not work for the rest of your fucking life because you're a lazy bastard. No, I think we could be far harder on some of them, but to be honest, that's such a tiny problem in reality that's blown out of all proportion by the media and stuff like that. It's really quite irrelevant. Fuck them. You know, just fuck them. Leave them. They don't cost that much anyway. It's galling when you work and some other prick doesn't, but they got the new trainers and all that shit. But you know what? Every system is abused. I think sometimes we get so polarised in our thinking, we can't accept the other thought. So I don't have a problem with people getting private health insurance here. Funny thing is, the people that pay their national health insurance here, which comes out of your wages, or if you're self-employed, you pay it at predetermined intervals, and private health policies still pay far less than people in the US. Everyone can get a prescription. We pay for them. But you can have private prescriptions if you want. But it's not perfect. I'm not saying we've got a perfect system. I can't say that because it's not. It's a long way from perfect. It's woefully underfunded because our government are fucking arseholes. Successive governments have been fucking arseholes. This austerity shit's bullshit. But all that aside, it works, you know. No one should go without because they are ill, because they get hurt, because they couldn't afford this particular insurance or that one, or they can't afford this prescription, so they can't have these tablets. No. No one should be in that position. Burnt Bulbs just said, entitled bullshit. See, that's where a decent public education would have come in handy. You could have spelled entitled correctly. And again, he might just have been on the sauce tonight. I don't know. Right, guy, to fuck me this. It's 11 o'clock. Jesus. Terry Tibbs says, I want everything for free. Nothing's free. I pay for fucking everything I have. I believe that welfare should keep you alive, not buy you luxuries. I've not got a problem with drug testing people who claim welfare, because if you can afford weed, you don't need welfare. If you can afford weed, you've clearly got enough money. I'm not one of these bleeding heart liberals. However, I don't think people should die just because I've had to work harder than them. I don't think that's fair. But everyone has to take it too far in action. Like Terry there, I want everything for free because there's no nuance to it. There's no grey areas. It's this or this. But life doesn't happen there and there. Life happens all through there. I want to know what these noises are. There's nobody else in this entire building.
Freaking out a bit, man.
It's the ghosts.
I'm thinking if we just stay on air, it can't get us.
Should we go down to the dark bit at the bottom?
No, don't make me go down.
Let's go down the dark bit. Guys, thank you so much. Well, it's the end of the show. I wanted to end on a high, but instead we've done serious shit almost. That's quite depressing, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. We'll put this show up in a day or two for you to watch if you missed any of it or whatever, you know. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for taking part and for struggling through with the chat. That's been tricky. Genuinely appreciate that. And to all you guys, obviously you guys in Troll Central are fucking rock stars. Goes without saying. Oh, Last Dance. I'm just going to push that to the side. Nobody loses everything because he's put starved to death. I don't remember saying anyone starved to death, but yeah, because soup kitchens are fucking great. It's all people need. Don't get me started. He just wants to have an argument because he's annoyed tonight. He probably saw some kids on his lawn or something. He's all very angry. But you guys in Troll Central, thank you so much. Everyone on Facebook, thank you. I'll have a look through your comments later when I get in. And all you guys that watched on YouTube is very much appreciated. Keep up with us through the week. Triggerwarning.TV. And remember, you can listen to the podcast live on a Tuesday night, 10:30 UK time, via Cogent Radio. Go to cogentradio.com or go to triggerwarning.tv/live, or download the Cogent Radio app, only for Android. Don't do hipsters. But it's free. There's no tracking in it. There's no advertising in it. It's fuck all, just that. You can listen to the radio live. It's got podcasts for Trigger Warning, for Game Face Show, for Richie Allen, and On the Left Side, and some more coming very soon, actually. You can listen to all that. And if you would like to help out the Trigger Warning project we spoke about at the beginning, you can donate, or you could buy gear from gearpress.co.uk. We can get all manner of merchandise and cool things. That's about it. Graham, thank you very much for soldiering through this, Poppet.
You're all right, man. You're all right.
Do appreciate it. And one more quick shout out for Lee over at Black Sea Tattoo Co. Great. It sounds like I got a discount, but gratefully appreciated. Can't wait to come in and get the rest done. And if you're in the Manchester area, give them a try. Right, that's it. We're out, aren't we? We're done. Fucking hell. Goodbye.